55. Liberate yourself by examining and analyzing. So here we're being asked to look at our own minds and to analyze it regularly, so as to free ourselves from being hooked by ego clinging, by strong hooked emotions, constantly sort of like, again, holding the mirror up to our own mind and saying, what's going on there? And taking that analytical approach to saying, getting inquisitive with our own being, you could say, can be very helpful for us in continuing to safeguard the mind. So liberate yourself by this process of examining and analyzing what's going on. 56. Don't wallow in self-pity. Don't feel sorry for yourself because whatever is going on in your life. It doesn't help you or it doesn't help other people. Wallowing is not necessarily a good way for us to spend our mental energy. So the idea here is that instead we could practice bodhicitta. We can actually offer our own open heart and mind to others and turn our minds to being of benefit to others as opposed to just focusing on me and my concerns. It's a really helpful thing if we feel a little down in the dumps that we don't wallow. So don't wallow in self-pity. So that is this one. 57 is don't be jealous. This is pretty straightforward, right? We're getting to real nitty-gritty stuff here. Being jealous is a waste of our mental energy as well. To say they got what I didn't want, that doesn't help anyone. Like in terms of ways that we could spend our mental energy, this seems pretty low on the priority list. So don't be jealous. Don't wallow there either. If it arises, of course we feel what we feel, but we don't keep fueling the fire with stories about here's why I'm better than them. Like let all that go. Just if you feel jealous, feel it in your body, and when it passes, let it go. 58. Don't be frivolous. Don't act out in careless ways. Don't act out in ways that can cause harm to yourself or others. If we're frivolous with our mind, the way that we hold it and let it just sort of spiral into whatever, we don't have any discipline about working with our mind, then more likely we'll be frivolous in our speech and in our actions. That's not good. So don't be frivolous. This is another slogan that says, continue to focus on mind. In 59, we are here. Don't expect applause. What an interesting one to do at a cycle of teachings, right? I don't expect applause because, you're at your home. I would, if you want to applaud me, I will never know because you're at your home and I'm over here in my home. But don't expect applause is actually like, don't sit around and expect people to praise you and shower you with compliments. Don't let that be the motivating factor for why we do the work that we do to benefit others. Like, do good things because they are good to do. That's the idea. Don't expect applause for doing them. That's not our intention. It's not about how famous we're going to get or how many compliments. It's like, can we actually just be good? Do good things because they are good to do. And that helps us become good people. So we are 59 mind training slogans in. We've done it. So thank you to Atisha, most wonderful teacher, for condensing the heart instruction of the Buddhas into these slogans. I hope they've been helpful for you. This does conclude Lodro. I'm sorry to see it go, but I'm so happy that we were able to do all 59. If you love these, great. There might be one or more that you would like to work with as an actual practice, as a contemplation. You could either contemplate it at the end of your morning or afternoon or evening mindfulness practice. You do your practice at the end, you reflect on the particular slogan. Either you do that once a day, once a week, once a month. It's also helpful to post them places, either on a post-it note or even write them out. Have them on your phone, have them pop up, remind you. Whatever makes sense, but Lodro practice, mind training practice is a really helpful thing to safeguard the mind because it's so deeply practical. And often we can go over these 59 mind training slogans and continue to discover new meaning in each of them. Just not because they've changed, but because we've changed and our understanding changes over time. I hope you've enjoyed them. I look forward to continuing on in the Mahayana tradition